Man, old time though, man. This your boy DMV Hoodz And Newz right here with Porch Live. I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard. We just checking in.
All right, so we got DMV Hoodz And Newz off the porch with us today.
Yeah, what's going on with you, man?
I'm feeling good, man. How you feeling today,
man? Cool, man. Everything good.
Yeah, man.
Everything cold and steady.
There you go. Welcome to Atlanta, man.
Man, appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, this is only my second time out here, so
really?
I didn't want to get the vibes. You know what I'm saying? First time I was out here, I enjoyed it, but I came and left so fast, I ain't really get a chance to really enjoy Atlanta. So hopefully this time I got a little bit, you know, time to enjoy everything.
Okay. What else you got working on here in Atlanta, man? I see
you know, I got a couple of events going on. You know, what I'm probably going to be doing, I'm going to be doing back-to-back events and stuff like that. You know, coming in and out. You know, it's a lot of people that's from the DMV area that comes down here. So, you know, I want to have bring our culture down here for them, and then also, you know, mix it with, you know, with some popular Atlanta artists and stuff like that. Okay. And stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's probably going to be something sporadic. You know, more common and stuff like that.
How long you been throwing events now?
I actually started as a event promoter before I became a blogger. Okay. So it's been like on and off since like 2009. Okay. Yeah.
Who are some of the big names you've had?
Well, all right. So in DC, we have something called Go-Go in DC. So we have something Go-Go. So I was more of a Go-Go promoter back then. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I was more into the Go-Go. So, you know, the hottest bands, you know, if you might not be familiar with them, but like, you know, Reactions, ABMs, TOBs, you know what I'm saying? We had a couple of bands like that. All right. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. So you're from DC?
Born and raised uptown, Northwest.
Okay. So, you know, we only get a few people from DC, man.
Yeah,
so
facts.
How does that part of the city compare to the rest?
All right, so my side of DC, when you come my side of DC, you wouldn't know what goes on my side because one, gentrification, and our side is more like the middle class side, but it still has Section 8 problems, if you get what I mean. So uptown is like, you wouldn't know. So like one block could be like an apartment complex, and then the other side be like residential homes, and the other block be like a brand new condo that got built up. You know what I'm saying? But it's just as dangerous, if not probably more dangerous than any other side of DC. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, even though you're in a residential row house, it's still like, might be Section 8 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So you still got people that's in poverty, still people going through struggles, and people out here, you know, dealing in the streets just to get by and stuff like that. So you never know. Uptown a little different.
Okay. What are some misconceptions people have about DC?
There's old white houses and monuments and everything. I get tired of that. Like, DC is nothing like that. That's like probably, keep it 100 is DC natives. We don't even go down there for real like that. Like I didn't touch down the White House till I was like 25, 26 years old. You know what I'm saying? I'm 30 now. So.
There was no field trips there?
I think I took a field trip to the Capitol when I was 13, and that was it. But just us hanging down at the Capitol all day, all night, nah, that's not us. Like, we really, we used to call it like Chocolate City back in the day. So, you know what I'm saying? Now it's kind of like vanilla, you know what I'm saying? Caramel City now, but, you know what I'm saying, with the gentrification going on and stuff. Yeah.
So why don't people from DC consider that the DMV?
Well, all right, so the term DMV actually started like as a term like to bring unity upon music. Shout out to my man, 20 Bello. He's one of the OGs that started the term, him with a couple artists from other parts of Maryland and Virginia and so forth. But it became more of a geographical thing to describe the metropolitan area of DC. So, DC is not a city nor a state. So it's a district. So our outskirts are actually, because our land is made from Maryland and Virginia land. So we're like right between Maryland and Virginia. So our outskirts are Maryland and Virginia. So stuff like that. So it kind of became more of a geographical thing because everybody from DC is getting pushed out of Maryland, and you know what I'm saying, Maryland's getting pushed, it's always like a little, it was always like a little friction between Maryland and DC and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people be like, it's just like, it's kind of like a DC pride thing. It's just like somebody that's in Atlanta and stuff like that. And then somebody from Gwinnett County, you know what I'm saying? They from Atlanta, they not from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? It's similar to that. But the difference is like Maryland's like a totally different state with its own laws and stuff like that. So it's like, we treat people like, especially like older people, they treat like people from Maryland like they like foreigners. But literally, you can like right to where your shoe at, that's Maryland. Like we on Southern or Eastern Avenue. DC right here, Maryland right here. I can walk to Maryland. Like, it's some people that's like from DC, like Southeast DC. Like it's a part like on South Capitol and Livingston Road. That's a part of DC right there. Literally, their neighborhood grocery store is in Maryland. You know what I'm saying? So that's how close, that's how silly we sound. But, you know, it's kind of like a DC pride thing. You know what I'm saying? That's just kind of how it is. But culturally, we're like real similar. But, you know what I'm saying? It's a little differences, you know, about laws and, you know, sidewalks and stuff like that, you know, how the police is and stuff like that. But culturally, we have a lot more similarities than differences, you know, and stuff like that. And that's like why I started my brand, you know, to bridge the gap between us, and then as well, you know, to show our culture to everybody and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where does the DMV start and where does it end then?
All right, so the DMV starts, I wish I had the Metro map, you know what I'm saying? Dang, I wish I could put my phone out all the time though. All right, so basically, to keep it simple, the DMV, if you don't have a Metro train or a Metro bus, or like a Metro bus that could take you to the train system, you know, in DC, Maryland, and Virginia, it's not considered the DMV, you know what I'm saying? So it's basically DC, Washington, DC, Northwest, Northeast, Southwest, Southeast. And then you got PG County, Maryland, you know what I'm saying? PG County, Maryland, that's like kind of like Northeast and East of DC. It's like right there, you know, that's where KD from, Kevin Durant, you know, a lot of known people that's from DMV, a lot of the known DMV artists, a lot of them are actually from PG County. You have Montgomery County, which is like north of DC. Then you have Northern Virginia, which is like southwest of DC over the bridge and stuff like that. So within that metropolitan area, that's like what I consider the DMV. And I think that's the majority voted what the DMV is.
Okay. So Baltimore, Richmond, not the DMV.
All right. So as I grow, I start to realize that in a way, it's better for us to unite on like business and musical, like on a business. And if you're trying to be a rapper and stuff like that, I believe there should be unity upon that and stuff like that. So I realized, you know, cause like prime example, Shy Glizzy main fan base is in Baltimore. People in Baltimore love Shy Glizzy more than people in DC, you know? So I think it should be some type of unity, but culturally wise, I don't consider like Baltimore and Richmond and DMV. The reason why I say that is because one, we speak, us and Baltimore people, we speak totally different. Like they say, yo, fud on the avenue, to do, yo, fud, we don't say that out there the whole time. So, you know, we don't say none of that. So, no disrespect to Baltimore and stuff like that, but we're like two totally different worlds. Even though we're like 45 to an hour away, we're two totally different worlds. You know, it's just a totally different culture. It's a totally different mindset over there. And so forth. They don't listen to go-go music. We listen to go-go music. It's so many differences. The only difference is that they wear New Balances and we wear New Balances. But, you know, everybody know the truth though. We started at New Balance, you know what I'm saying? So like, and then as far as Virginia, like Richmond, Virginia and stuff like that, I don't know nothing about Richmond or 757. I don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? The only part of Virginia that we're familiar with is Northern Virginia. You know what I'm saying? Really, us coming from DC, we rarely even go out there. I was just one of the weird ones that went out there more often because I went to like go-go's in Northern Virginia and stuff like that and went to party out there. So my experience was different out there, you know, so I got to know people out there and stuff like that. My brother moved out Northern Virginia and stuff, so I'm more familiar with them. But most people in DC don't even like going to Northern Virginia. You know what I'm saying? Because one, the cops racism, they pull you over for anything out there, motherfucker. Like kill, like no bullshit. They pull you over for, they'll stop you, pull your gun out on you for jaywalking. Like that's how serious. Like two of the worst police out there is Montgomery County Police and Fairfax County Police in Virginia. Like, yeah, anybody can tell you that. We don't step out there for nothing. But, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, so it's just like a different world for us. You know what I'm saying? We don't really go out there. So it's just like, basically, the DMV is just the DC metropolitan area. That's it. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying?
Would you say the DMV is unified?
No. Not at all. If you go in my comment sections, if I post somebody that's not from DC or I say he from Maryland, he from Virginia, especially I get a lot of hate from Virginia artists, and it's a lot of dope Virginia artists. But you know what I'm saying? But you got to come out with some real dope music for them not to hate on you. You know what I'm saying? And like if I post anybody from anywhere, it could sound just like a DC artist, but if it's not coming from a DC artist, they'll just straight trash their artist. You know what I'm saying? But I think the real reason why is because DC has a lot, it's like a lot of poverty in DC. Although it's like, you know, gentrification's coming through and stuff like that. So it's bringing a lot of money in. It's a lot of poverty in DC. So we look at Maryland and Virginia people as like, and I'm saying in general, this is not how I think because it's poor people, rich people everywhere. But like in general, DC people look upon them because they be like, oh, y'all not from no real hood. Y'all from apartment complexes. We from the projects, you know, just like ignorant stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's basically off of who's more hood and who was in the go-go's and who was getting stamped. It's like little ignorant stuff to consider it the DMV. But my understanding of the DMV is, okay, I'm from DC, I'm from uptown, but I can go take my girl to Bethesda, Maryland, which is like a place where wealthy people go, but it's also a place you go take your girl out to a restaurant, you know, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Or if I need to go to a mall, if I need to go to the mall, then I'm gonna go to Pentagon City in Northern Virginia. That's how I look at it, because we like, regardless of what we bigger and battle about, we use every part of the DMV for our convenience for something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what I consider the DMV. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. So what was your upbringing like in DC?
Different. It was different. So I wasn't like everybody else growing up. So I lived everywhere, mostly, you know, all through Northwest, but I mostly grew up in a neighborhood called Detroit Park. You know what I'm saying? Right by Howard University Hospital and stuff. Right there on a small block, like 4th and Elm Street. It was more middle class residential, but me personally, I was going to do Section 8 problems. You know what I'm saying? And then like, not just that, we like 1 block away from the housing complex and stuff like that. So it was a different experience. And then like I just told you before, I'm 30, you know what I'm saying? I'm not young. So I experienced DC pre-gentrification. I'm talking about the Georgia Avenue days, Caribbean Fest, Unifest, all that stuff. Like that was strictly DC culture. I'm talking about old heads wearing like DC brand clothes like Hobo, Universal Madness. And I also experienced the violence growing up in DC. You know what I'm saying? Like I got my little man, you know, he got his Respect brand glasses on and stuff like that. You know, I'm rocking those. I ain't rocking no Cardis. But, you know, my little man, he like 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? He never, you know, he grew up in the hood, but he never experienced DC before condos was being built. I was in DC before the condos was being built, you know. So it was definitely a different experience. I remember I went to an elementary school before I moved around my neighborhood. It was an elementary school called Petworth Elementary. And I remember it was just like days after days, we would have to stay in school after hours because they're shooting outside.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like days after days. It got to the point they started just giving us after school work. And you know what I'm saying? Like,
keep busy.
Yeah, it was crazy, you know. And like we'll come to school. I mean, it was another school I went to called Raymond. I went there for 1 year. We come to school as a whole car on fire. You know what I'm saying? Most likely because they was in a shootout and they set the whole car on fire to burn the evidence. It was like in the middle of a playground. Like, you know what I'm saying, where kids was at. Like, this is stuff we used to go through. So, you know, DC was just different, but it was also fun at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't change it for the world though. You hear me? So yeah.
And you got shot once?
I got shot, yeah.
How old were you then?
No, this actually wasn't too long ago. This is like 4 or 5 years ago. It's like crazy. I went through my whole teens because I know so many people in their teens and their early 20s that gotten killed and gotten shot or went to the hospital, went to jail and all that done time. And I was always that person to stay out the way. You know, stay out the way. And you know, I got shot for something I ain't had nothing to do with, you know what I'm saying? But it was kind of crazy because I got shot around like within a 6-month span after me breaking my arm. So like I got in a motor accident and then I recovered from that and then I got shot. So it was just like so much going on within that, you know what I'm saying, within that time. That was about what, 3-4 years ago, okay. I believe. So, you know, which one you want me to speak about?
Either one.
Either one. So, all right, so basically like, you know, so the first incident, I was riding a bike. I was riding my little moped and stuff. I forgot what I was about to go do with it, but I just hit a big old pothole, fell off, broke my arm right here. This is my arm. This is my broken arm right here to this day. You know what I'm saying? You know, road rash, all that, you know what I'm saying? Doctors told me if I ain't had my helmet on, I could have died in that crash. Oh, wow. Like, yeah, I could have died in that crash, you know? Definitely felt like I could have died because that was painful. You know, I went 2 months with that, dealing with that, laid off of work, almost evicted, everything, you know? Yeah, it was like hard, fucking, what was that joint called? Unemployment, didn't want to give me no money, you know, help me pay the rent. So I'm outside, like literally with a broken arm, selling sodas and waters. And this is the beginning when I started my brand. So it was just like, I'm out here selling waters and sodas, trying to survive, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get the rent paid and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, with that little bit of help, and then also my mom, you know, Mom Deuce looked out, you know what I'm saying, when she could, you know what I'm saying? And then like, after I recovered from that, you know what I'm saying? So what basically happened with me getting shot was, we was on our way, me and my man, we was on our way to a party. Long story short, he got a little too drunk. we end up on the wrong side of town in Northeast. And instead of stopping the car at the stoplight, he kept going, cutting two cars off, and another car was like zooming past everybody. We don't know what was going on, but that car just came over, swoon, crashed, hit us. So when we got shot, we got in a car accident and shot at the same time. So long story short, bro, real life, like they got out the car mad as a mug and just started dumping at the car. And I got hit twice. I got hit in the hip. I got hit in the hip and I got grazed. Nah, he didn't get shot and it was his fault. That's the fucked up thing about it. I got shot. I got hit. I got the bullet still in my hip to this day. I had got a broken pelvis. I was, you know what I'm saying? I got, broken pelvis. I had a cracked pelvis and then I grazed my arm. You know what I'm saying? The crazy thing about the grazed bullets hurt worse than the bullet, you know what I'm saying, in my hip. So, yeah, so after that, you know, they took me to the hospital. They did the whole little procedure. They cut me up and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, what y'all doing, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm still myself. I'm like, hold up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So, you know, that was a hell of a experience. So it made me reflect and be grateful for life. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, you know. But, you know, I've been through a lot of other stuff like, I mean, it wasn't the first time I've been shot at. So, you know, but it was just actually getting shot. It was just like crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
That's wild right there, bro.
Yeah.
So how long ago did you start your brand?
So I started my page back in 2016.
Okay.
Yeah, 2016. I was doing security. You know what I'm saying? I was doing security, and that was just the main job I did. Was like I get the most money with just like get paid good money with no diploma, no degrees. I'm like, okay. I mean, well, a diploma, but not a degree. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna sign up for it. So I was doing security like in the hood, Tyler House and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my good border man, Search and Quarters, Tyler House, shout out to them. So I was doing security in the hood. So, you know, late night, you think, oh, the hood turned, everybody popping bottles, you know, niggas out there with guns shooting. Nah, like 3 o'clock is boring. So I be working the night shift. Just chilling and stuff. So the whole time I'm looking for like just something to look at. So I was looking at other blogs, and one of them that had motivated me at the time, I think that name is Windy City Report, but now back in the days it was called Chicago World News. So I was looking at them and I was like, damn, that's something I want to do, like y'all like do, you know what I'm saying? Tell them what really goes on in DC. So when I started Hoodz And Newz, it was really on some like hood shit, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I ruffled a lot of feathers doing that too, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people got mad at me because of what I was doing, but you know what I'm saying? I stuck in there, I stayed consistent. And, you know what I'm saying? Now, you know, I could be high on the YouTube. I think, you know what I'm saying? I could build high, but off the humble, I'm at 32,000 subscribers, you know what I'm saying? 8 million going on 9 million views. And then like my Instagram blew up more than my YouTube. So like now I'm at 142,000 followers, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I've been pushing. Yeah. I've been pushing. So, you know, I do the interviews, I do blog and vlogs. I got a podcast out now, Hoodz And Newz Show. Shout out my team, Elway, Genzel, Damo, Smack Life, DMV affiliates. I got to shout out to everybody. I'm sorry, man. You know, and I just got a lot going on right now. You know what I'm saying? Just a lot going on. Real busy.
So what do the people in the DMV say? You mentioned they kind of argue.
Yeah, about, you know, you talking about like as far as our lingo and our culture? You know what I'm saying?
No, just like, how do they feel about the page? They support it?
Most people support it. Like if I go out, it's love, you know what I'm saying? But don't forget, I'm still a blog and a media outlet, and I'm a local blog and a media outlet. So it's not like I'm doing something about a rapper in Detroit or Boston or Atlanta or Florida. I'm doing something about somebody that's out here. So, you know what I'm saying? When I post something, it reflects back home. So it'd be like, damn, you a wild nigga, you know what I'm saying? So it comes back to, so people kind of feel more of a type of way compared to like if Say Cheese posted something about the artist, you know what I'm saying? Or Ack or somebody like that, you know what I'm saying? They might be more happy that Ack or Say Cheese posted about them because oh shit, that's major publicity, you know what I'm saying? But whereas me, I'm local, so they feel like it's gonna take a little bit more personal. Like, damn, why you knocking me down? You down to me and stuff like that. I real life had niggas surround me like a whole club and shit. You know what I'm saying? Surround me. Yeah, real life. I ain't gonna say the rappers' names, but real life. I went to one club uptown. I'm thinking, okay, I'm good. It's an uptown party. I think I'm know everybody and shit. Man, I real life walked in that joint, them niggas surrounding me like, bro, what's up with that stuff? You man, put that down, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about the whole club on me. I'm like, dang, what I'm about to do, Holmes? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm just like, yeah. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of shit you gotta deal with. You know what I'm saying? You know, being a local blogger, if you're a blogger from your community and your area, your region, yeah, it's kind of harder than being like a worldwide one. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You had a online argument with Shy Glizzy? What happened here? What did you say?
I didn't know you was gonna bring that up, man. So basically, it was like it was really started off as an argument about Wale. So I posted something that people didn't like about this. This is what I be saying. Like, I'm the local blogger, so they think everything that I post bad is personal. So I posted something about Wale, right? You know what I'm saying? Remind you, no disrespect to Wale. Nobody, I hope nobody from out of town that looks at this and think everybody from out of town, like from DC, everybody crank Wale all day, all night. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, he's very gifted. But it was just like, it was something like, that was kind of like the bid, we would say the bid, or it was a joke. You know what I'm saying? It was like a bid post, and I posted it. I thought it was funny. I posted it. It was nothing personal against Wale. You know what I'm saying? So the whole time, everybody in my comments just like, it was just one guy. He just like basically sent the whole paragraph, and everybody was agreeing with him like, how can you do this to Wale? I'm like, y'all can't even tell me 3 Wale songs right now. Y'all out here defending Wale. Shout out to Wale, because if it wasn't for Wale, we wouldn't even have a DMV rap scene. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, tell me 3 songs I listen to by Wale right now. I could probably name 4 or 5 of them. You probably don't listen to Wale at all. So next minute, I get on my live like, hold up, y'all ain't about to just go ahead and keep trying to spank me and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's lingo where we from. Like, you ain't about to just go on me whole time. And so I get on him. I'm going on live with the different people. Next minute, Shy Glizzy on my live. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? What he want? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What he want? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that man want to do, that man about drama right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, so everybody like, add him. I'm like, all right, I'm going to add him. I'm going to get with the people what they want. So the next meeting, someone was like, who the fuck you talking to? I'm like, but like on a low, I went to school with bro. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't best friends with him and shit like that, but you know what I'm saying? We ain't hang out or like, you know what I'm saying? But we had mutual men and stuff like that. So I'll see him around, dab him up, little shit like that, right? So I was like, man, what's up, little, you know what I'm saying? What's up, boo, 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 boo. And then, you know what I'm saying? That's when it came with that, you know what I'm saying? You don't know me from nowhere and all that other stuff. And you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it ain't no hate or no knock to Shy Glizzy. I'm proud of everything his success, you know what I'm saying? But I guess he thought I was just gonna kiss ass, you know what I'm saying? It was one type of things. Like, nah, I'm not a kiss ass vlog and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was that whole situation. But shout out Shy Glizzy though, that young Hefe 3, that joint cranked though. I ain't gonna lie. That joint rock though. I was just cranking that shit this morning, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't I cranking that shit? That joint rock like shit though. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying?
So what's some of your goals for the brand? Where are you trying to take this?
I'm trying to take it to where you at right now, bro. Trying to get it out. I'm trying to get your camera system. Trying to get your studio. Trying to get everything you got, son. Like, no bullshit. I'm trying to get to your level, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna take it to, man. I'm still out here struggling. Like, not struggling. I'm well off to a point where I could, like, if I lose my job tomorrow, I'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I gotta take this to a level where, it could make me rich, basically. You know what I'm saying? Make me rich. And if I don't get rich off of this, it'll take me somewhere to where I can get rich off of another business or something. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So this could be the starting point of something, or this could be the all, something that goes in all in. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's basically the goal now. And then also at the same time, I'm doing it what I enjoy doing, which is spreading the culture to the world and letting know where this shit come from. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Are there any other brands out there kind of like that? Any outlets?
I mean, outlets, if our outlets, man, there's a lot of bloggers out there, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Pat is Dope, you know what I'm saying? Cutthroat TV, you know what I'm saying? Those are the OGs for real. Those are the ones that was doing it way before me. You know what I'm saying? So you always got to salute, you know what I'm saying? My man Taco Talks, Smack Life, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people that's coming up doing that. You know what I'm saying? As far as Instagram fully loaded, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people I rock, but I can't even think of too many. Like, I can't think of too many right now, like, cause but it's so many of them. And if I didn't mention you, it's not personal, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just like, I just couldn't think of around my head, but you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's doing their thing in the DMV, man. Definitely.
So what's the music scene like up there right now?
It's bumping. Just people just gotta get back on focus, you know what I'm saying? So the problem is that we just came from the go-go scene. We really new to rap, you know what I'm saying? Cause like rappers, being a rapper from DC or in the DMV, you was considered a Bama, you know what I'm saying? Which is like, you weird, you whack, you know what I'm saying? So that's how it was considered out here, you know what I'm saying? So, rap is new. We just like, people just really started, like people was rapping kind of like when Wale, Fat Trail, Shy Glizzy, and Light Show, and them rappers that was from DC, that was people starting to rap, but it really started to blow like 2015 and 16. You know what I'm saying? Like when all the go-go's got shut, all the go-go clubs got shut down, and there was no go-go's left for like the youngins and stuff like that. So the youngins ain't had nothing to do out here. So they say, man, fuck, we got to start rapping, and that's what happened. So rap in the DMV You know, it's always been rappers back in the days. Like, you know, say shout out to the Oi Boys, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Voice of the Street, shout out my man BDI, you know what I'm saying? Oi Boys, Young Farmers, you know, stuff like that. I can't even think of too many right now, but Section 8 Mob, like rappers like that back in the days, it just rap wasn't just DC just wasn't rap, you know what I'm saying? Unless you rap for a go-go band. So the whole time, like rappers just knew. So we just so aggressive with it. We don't know the business and stuff like that. So I just think the main thing is that rappers from the DMV just need to learn the business though. Just in general, learn the rap business, learn the industry, learn how to market yourself, invest into yourself, how to invest in yourself, and, you know, learn the proper strategies and, you know, stuff like that. And then until then, we can be the next ATL. Because the labels is looking at us. I've had people like labels, executives, A&R, they all told me like, man, we looking at the rap scene, but y'all business not in order. Y'all too gangster, y'all too street. You know what I'm saying? I get that shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, but they looking though. So I just think it's just a matter of time. We're going to be the next biggest thing coming out the region. Yeah.
Who are some of the upcoming artists that you think are going to blow up from the DMV?
Who's going to blow up? Up and coming, like up next? So I got a question. Like, what do you mean? Like artists is already doing good numbers, like $250,000 to $1 million? Like, what do you mean by like that? Like,
just who do you think's next up? Who's going to be the next Shy Glizzy? Who's going to be the next Fat Trell? Who's going to
No Savage, no questions.
Okay.
No Savage, hottest in the city right now.
Yeah.
He killing it. Like No Savage, no questions. That like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care if he like me or not. I'm gonna tell you like it is, man.
Does
No Savage
like
none of these rappers like me to keep it 100. That's why I don't be having no big interviews for real. Rappers like me for real. Like, keep it 100, but you know what I'm saying? No Savage, you know what I'm saying? I know you're probably familiar, one rapper, but see, the thing about me, I'm from the DC, the original DC. I'm from the Chocolate City DC, so I like listening to street rappers though. I like listening to like rappers called like it's a rapper out there named Fat Yee. There's a rapper named I Am Northeast. Rapper name is a few rappers like that. Like I like listening to rappers like that. So I like listening to street rappers because they reflect to what I grew up watching. Even though I wasn't really all in the field selling nicks and dimes, like just watching that, you know what they're saying is authentic. So I like listening to people like that whole time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, you know, but as far as rappers is up next, you know, Money Ma, Young and doing this thing. Shout out to Riff. I just knocked out an interview with him. You know what I'm saying? It's a couple rappers. It's so many rappers I can't even think of right now. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? Even on the Maryland side, you know what I'm saying? Welcome home, Big Fly. You know what I'm saying? He home. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a couple rappers right now that's doing their thing. Young rapper, Young James. What's his name? J-Mo. That's his name. Young J-Mo, TD Ramo. A few of them though. There's a few of them. If I forgot your name, I'll be burnt out. You know what I'm saying? Don't like I'm burnt, bro. Like real that. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Any last words or shout outs before we wrap it up?
Man, shout out to Respect Brand, man. Y'all be wasting y'all money on these cardies, man. You know what I'm saying? This guy started right here by a 16-year-old entrepreneur with a goal and a dream right here. You know what I'm saying? And I saved me like $1,500 on some glasses. You know what I did with that money? Paid my rent. So I got to pay my rent because y'all be buying these cardies, can't even pay y'all rent. So shout out to Respect Brand for one. You know what I'm saying? But definitely shout out to everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, Uptown run the town. You know what I'm saying? You gotta shout out my side of town. You know what I'm saying? Just shout out to my whole team, Hoodz And Newz show, and everybody like that. You know what I'm saying?